According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or what's known as the DSM, narcissistic personality disorder is defined as a pervasive pattern of grandiosity and fantasy or behavior, need for admiration, and lack of empathy, beginning in early adulthood and present in a variety of contexts as indicated by 5 or more of the following. 1. Has a grandiose sense of self-importance, exaggerates achievements and talents, expects to be recognized as superior without commensurate achievements. 2. Is preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. 3. Believes that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate with other special or high-status people or institutions. 4. Requires excessive admiration. 5. Has a sense of entitlement, i.e. unreasonable expectations of especially favorable treatment or automatic compliance with his or her expectations. 6. Is interpersonally exploitative, i.e. takes advantage of others to achieve his or her own ends. 7. Lacks empathy, is unwilling to recognize or identify with the feelings and needs of others. 8. Is often envious of others or believes that others are envious of him or her. 9. Shows arrogant, haughty behaviors or attitudes. There are also a number of other characteristics and behavior traits that come along with narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder is a spectrum, so not all narcissists act exactly the same, but you will find the following behavior patterns to be common amongst them. Anger. You will notice that these individuals are extremely angry. Because they either can't or refuse to look within and admit any possible flaws or shortcomings of their own, narcissists don't ever seek to deal with their anger and unresolved issues in a healthy way. Instead, they project it onto others. Generally, there's a particular target for the wrath and abuse, or what's called a scapegoat. Scapegoating. The scapegoat is a particular target that the narcissist chooses to take their anger and rage out on. This is usually someone with little power who they can abuse behind closed doors, such as a partner or child. The scapegoat is also generally the person who doesn't go along with the narcissist's abuse and false narratives of reality and calls them out for what they are, bullies and abusers. The narcissist also spreads false information and narratives about the scapegoat to specific family members and friends, which serves to further alienate the scapegoat from people who might have otherwise been able to help them. This is what's called a smear campaign. Baiting. Baiting is basically saying or doing something provocative to try to get a rise out of someone. The narcissist loves to do this kind of thing on a regular basis to the scapegoat and hopes that they will react in some way so they can get some kind of argument or conflict started. The narcissist craves drama, arguments, fights, and gossip, and tries to get some no matter what's going on so they can get what's called narcissistic supply. Catastrophizing. This is basically making mountains out of molehills or problems out of nothing. Catastrophizing is actually a form of baiting in that the narcissist will create some kind of crisis out of something small or even something out of thin air to try to get some drama started and hopefully some form of argument. After each crisis, which of course the narcissist completely manufactured, they then love to hop on the phone with their flying monkeys to have more juicy gossip in which to smear the scapegoat even further and get some of that narcissistic supply. Denial. While anyone can be in a certain degree of denial on a variety of subjects at any given time, a narcissist is in complete denial about pretty much everything in their lives, including their own reality. They are in denial of their own trauma and inner issues, they are in denial that there is anything wrong with them, and they are in denial about their terrible and abusive behavior that they display on a regular basis. But the worst part about this mindset for a narcissist is that they even go as far as to deny the scapegoat's feelings, thoughts, and their attempts to express themselves and speak from their heart. The narcissist honestly seeks to deny the entire existence of their target or scapegoat, just short of actually murdering them, and unfortunately sometimes that happens to people too when dealing with narcissists. No-win scenarios. Not only does the narcissist delight in setting up no-win scenarios for their scapegoat so that the scapegoat is damned if they do and damned if they don't, but the truth is dealing with narcissists is a no-win scenario altogether. There simply is no way to get them to see the truth or to calm down or stop their terrible abusive behavior. There's nothing you can say, do, or not say or do to win with the narcissist. Unfortunately, the only way to win this game is not to play. Now, there are many more behavior traits and characteristics that a narcissistic personality disordered person might display, but frankly, there are far too many to list here. If you'd like to take a further look at the various character and behavior traits of narcissists, I invite you to follow the link in the description below to a site where you can learn even more about narcissistic personality disordered individuals. Although narcissistic personality disordered individuals come in all shapes and sizes and may have different characteristics from others, the core pattern is that they are extremely erratic, extremely volatile, and extremely abusive people. And although narcissistic personality disorder is a mental illness, the sad truth is that there is nothing you can do for them to get them to change or stop their behavior. The only thing you can do is to take care of your own health and well-being and get away from them as soon as possible. If you have had to deal with someone like this in the past, or you are dealing with someone like this now, I am deeply sorry. In my own personal opinion, dealing with a narcissistic person is like absolute hell on many different levels. No one deserves to have to go through anything like this, especially if it's from their own family. If you feel you have been through narcissistic abuse and would like to learn more, on top of the site in the description below, this channel is dedicated to understanding narcissistic personality disorder, narcissistic abuse, CPTSD, and how to cope with and heal from it all so that you can get your life back. If you feel that you might be dealing with CPTSD from narcissistic abuse, there is also a course available through the channel and site if you'd like to heal and take your life back. If you'd like to learn more about this course, you can follow the link in the description below. Narcissistic abuse is horrible and completely devastating on so many levels for so many people, but know that you're not alone, you're not crazy, and you can heal and get your life back if you want to. All links are in the description below.